Hey guys, I'm back. I just wanted to give you some more information in regards to the emotional abuse and the misconception that abuse, whenever you're in a relationship, it has to be physical. Like you have to see some type of wounds or a hit or something, some type of scarring. But that's not always the case. A lot of times the things that happen to us, they're not always visible. The wounds aren't always visible. Things happen to us in our lives that we are carrying those scars, that burden, that hurt and pain, and it's not visible to anyone else. No one would even know what's going on in our lives unless we told them. So I wanted to give you something to think about, because sometimes when you're encountering people, you don't really know what they're going through. So just because they may not appear or you don't see any bruises, don't think that maybe they're not suffering through something. So here's something, if you're in a relationship and you may not even be aware of it, is overprotection. Now, this is one of those things where it's like it can be glamorized as being masculine, claiming what's yours and being dominant. Nevertheless, there is a fine line between being overprotective and being overprotective. Okay. So if you're enjoying a conversation or quality time with someone your partner deems as threatening to your relationship, they'll start to do things that will make you wonder, like, what was that reaction about? It just seems like really out of the blue, abnormal. And the response that they're giving is it's a reaction to what they believe is a threat to their relationship. So they could actually be doing something like maybe there's some infidelity or there's some type of secret they have, and then they're now projecting it on you. Or it may be coming from a possible place of feelings of insecurity, feeling inferior, very possessive, or even plain out jealousy. You can be in a relationship with someone and they're just straight jealous of you. Maybe you have friends, a lot of people look up to you, and, they envy that about you, underneath, and they don't let you know about it, right? So that's just something that you need to be aware of. And their aggression or shaming towards your friendship or relationship with others feels a little intrusive. It's like, why are they like getting all involved in this where there's not even anything to be overprotective? So they'll just be jumping in stuff and saying, well, I don't think that person's a good person, or, what they said, don't you find that offensive? And then they'll just always nitpick and find something wrong with whoever it is that you're close to in your life, family member, friend, or whoever, coworker that maybe you're close with. So just ask yourself, do I really need to be protected right now? And if you find yourself that that's not the case, then you may have a person that's dealing with an emotional abuse through overprotection. Well, anyway, I hope this helps. I'm going to give you part 2 and part 3 in the next coming days. So make sure you stay tuned, because it gets really good. These are things that fly under the radar that you may not even be aware of, but it is emotional abuse and you need to be aware. All right. And share with your friends. I look forward to seeing you soon. Oh, that looks dumb on you. Like, why are you wearing that? Like, who told you that looked good? How much you pay for that? Wow. You really let them get you. Oh yeah. Hey guys, just wanted to jump in here and talk to you. I was just showing you an example of a way someone can be emotionally abusive. And I'm Tyler. I'm just here, just poking fun, but also just want to get a little serious, because some of the things that abusers will do, and that it may fly under the radar because you remember, you don't have those physical wounds, so people don't see it. But it's those things that kind of get under your skin that makes you feel low about yourself. And it's when you have a partner or someone that, you really love or close to is name calling you names, just making fun of you. Maybe telling you that you're ugly, you're fat, you're stupid, or, why can't you do this? Or that's so simple. My gosh, you didn't know that? So it's like, just any little thing they can do or say to kind of degrade you, or, maybe I had someone that I knew like to call people a water buffalo, and referencing someone that was fat that he saw and thought it was funny. And but those kind of things are just not cool. Name calling, I know that's pretty obvious, but it's still worth mentioning. It can seem surface level at times, but some name calling can cut deep. Words do hurt. Come on. Especially when referring to someone's identity, sexuality, masculinity, femininity, etc. Whatever they used to say back in the day, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt. Who made up that? Who made that up? you over and over again, it can hurt deep and you almost believe it, and it messes with your head. So it's, like I said, it's one of the easiest ways to bring someone down. It is another one of ways that we don't consider abuse, or we kind of overlook it because it can be disguised as jokes. You ever heard someone, "I was just joking"? They'll say something offensive and just say, "I was just joking." No, they weren't. They were really trying to put you down. But when used to manipulate, control, or belittle, insulting names are not funny at all. And they'll use those things as a way to bring you down to their level because they feel so low about themselves. And they just want you to feel so small that they can have power and control over you. Well, like I said, you don't want to let them have that power control over you. So I hope this helps. And just remember, share with your friends, let people know, because these are the things that fly under the radar. You may be in an emotionally abusive situation and you don't know it. Just because you're not getting hit or you don't have physical scars, bruises, that doesn't mean that you're not being abused. All right, hope this helps. This is part 2. I'll see you again on part 3. Have you ever had somebody give you the cold shoulder? I mean, really, the cold shoulder, where they're just like not speaking. They're just acting all funny towards you. You don't even know what's going on. So I'm Tyler. I'm here back with you, telling you more about ways that you can be emotionally abused. And just because you're not being hit, just because you don't have scars, bruises, that doesn't mean that you're not being abused. That doesn't mean that the things that are happening to you don't hurt and they're not abusive. So one of the things that I have found is the cold shoulder is a tactic used by a lot of abusers to, it's commonly used, and it's a way to have like a manipulative tactic, and it seems mild and may seem passive aggressive, but it still hurts. And at its most severe, it can feel like absolute psychological torture. The abuser can be walking around the room acting as though they don't even see or hear you. And then they go about their day as though you don't even exist. So just imagine you're in the house with someone and they're just acting like you're not even there. They're going about their business. They're doing stuff. You may be saying, hey, good morning. And then they don't even respond. They're not even speaking to you. And I mean, they just act like you're invisible, completely invisible. I mean, how bad is that in a world where people want to be seen and heard and recognized, and then you just have a person that just basically uses that psychological torture to act like you don't even exist, almost as if like you're dead to them, right? So I just want to say this to you. It can feel like a sheer dismissal of your existence. It makes you feel like you're feeling left powerless and helpless to resolve whatever the abuser is upset about, because they won't even communicate and talk with you about whatever it is they're angry about. It's almost like they want you to be a mind reader and just expect you to know what's going on. So the cold shouldering can go on for hours or even days at a time, leaving you feeling vulnerable and ashamed. And then you're just so confused, you don't even know what's going on. And just imagine being left alone, isolated, no one to talk to. And then the person that you're in the home with, or the person that you're love or in the relationship with, whoever, is just acting like you're nothing to them. And they could care less that they are not even speaking to you. So I hope this helps. I hope you realize that if you are going through this situation, you need to see it for what it is. Stop making excuses for this person, and just understand, if you're seeing signs over and over and over and over and over again, you may want to put two and two together and figure out that this is an emotionally abusive relationship. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in and watching my videos. Make sure you stay tuned for more series and other videos helping you learn about emotional abuse and narcissistic abuse. I'll throw in some other things in regards to parental alienation so you can learn about that. So I'm so thankful for you guys. Just make sure you like and subscribe, share the videos as well, because I'm pretty sure somebody you know is suffering from it and is not even aware of what they're dealing with. But now that you have the information, you can share it with them. Thank you so much. And I'm going to go ahead and mind my healing.